Welcome back for another video. Here's a quick update on my aquaponics system. Here's how things are going in the aquaponics system. I won't be able to finish it for quite some time since I'm going to be heading out to Alaska for 4 months. Probably by the time I post this video, I'll already be in Alaska, but otherwise you can see kind of the differences. So I have this media grow bed here. This one was recently added here and I did coat it, which you maybe saw in a previous video. Unfortunately, I didn't. When I was getting the epoxy, I didn't look up whether or not it was food grade, so I will have to recoat it again, which is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to sand it down and then recoat it, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, I would have had this hooked up to the pond right now, but that's that. These things are gonna be coming out. That grow bed's gonna move, so I moved this one recently, like just in the past week, to over here, and it is currently hooked up to the pond, not yet plumbed. Well, the output's plumbed. I just gotta put a hose going into here, and then it'll be going overflow, so that way my mom can grow basil while I'm out of state. This stuff I want to make sure to keep because I'm going to use it for growing food for the fish later on in a setup that I'll have over here, which you'll see later on eventually if I do get to that. But this grow bed's all here. It is higher up than previously, so it's the same height as this one, and this makes it so. The problem with the plumbing with the way I want to do it is that the pond is over there, which is kind of high. So I have to later on dig a hole and have everything plumbed into there. Otherwise, right now, this one overflows here in the back. Not from there. That would have been a safe or an overflow, a safety overflow. It's plumbed out through here. Then this pipe goes along down there and to the pond over there. The nice thing, it's high enough. I would hook that one up as well, but it's too low, so I'll have to do that when I come back. The only thing's really growing is this Minari, this curry leaf plant, which is just in there, or the water's just running in there for that plant. And then that stuff, there's no water in it, so it's either going to go in the ground or whatnot. And then over here on this side, most likely this sump tank's going to come out, and then it's just going to be filled with dirt. I do have to move this guy over here, and that's going to be another, same as it was before, a raft system. Otherwise, that's pretty much how it is going on in here. The only thing that's going to be used for the next 4 months is that grow bed, and then there's other plans that are going to happen in here. Hopefully I can get to those when I come back, but we'll see when that is. This tank isn't perfectly level, so I will do that later on. You can see on this side there's a smaller gap than on that side, so all I have to do is drain the water, then I'll put some more shims underneath here just to raise it up a little. You can also kind of see, I don't know, I didn't test how level this pole is. It should be level, but you can see the difference over there as well compared to over there. I decided to finish setting up this grow bed, so now it's all done. I got these air stones going in here to give it extra circulation and extra oxygen connected to this air pump. So that's all set up. These lines should straighten out with the sun over time. And then I got the pump hooked up, so it's attached to this garden hose, which goes along here and then out down here. So it's a good thing I decided to set it up and not just have my father hook it up while I'm gone, because there were some issues that I had. First, the water was too high over here and I had to do some plumbing, which I'll show you on the other side. But basically, yeah, that hose goes down there into the pond. I got the rafts in here. They're all set. If you have rafts, good tip is never leave them around chickens or anything with styrofoam or ducks, because for some reason they love to peck on them, which I do not understand, but they totally eat it up. That's all. This is all from the chickens and the ducks. Otherwise, that's all set up. So the water enters all the way over there and then exits over here on this overflow, which I had previously set up on the same grow bed, which was located over there. So the water goes down into here. So this pipe was a little too high, so I had to lower it to make it, or the water level lower in here, because the pump is kind of strong. So lowered it a little bit. This pipe I had to replace because I had some what do you call it, a coupler in there, and I couldn't pull it out. And then it goes along here. These are all things I had lying around, which makes it easy. I didn't have to glue anything. I did have a normal coupler here, and then it was leaking, so I had to go and replace this one, and it goes all along down there and into the bog over there. So it's a pretty simple setup, just pumping into here and then overflows and goes down into there. I was thinking earlier to hook it up to this filter with a separate pump, but that would have been more work, or even just to hook it up to the existing plumbing, but just went with this way since this was quick. Since just setting up the inflow was just attaching this hose to a pump. So So that was simple. And then from the hose over here, it basically goes down along here. That's all the extra along over here. And then it's connected to a sump pump over here with a float on it. So the good thing is, if for any reason that tank leaks over there and the water does empty, it's only going to empty a certain amount. The bad thing is it is lower than my skimmer over here, which means my pump on the main pond is going to suck air. But the good thing is that the fish won't lose any water, because, or not too much water, because if I had that all the way at the bottom and something leaked over there while I was gone, then it can drain the whole pond. Got the turtles out. They're enjoying the freedom. They were recently in a tub. Just let them out. Well, that about sums up this video. If you did like this one, remember to check out one of my other videos up here. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.